Everybody, Max here from MaksPlayground, and welcome to a Sims 2 speed building video. This is a tiny home that I did. It's a tiny beach home, and I did this recording quite some time ago. It was around the time that Tiny Living stuff came out for The Sims 4, so it's been a bit. That's when I recorded the building, when I built this and did the interior, and then I want to say like a month or almost 2 months later, I did the landscaping. I have such a hard time doing landscaping in The Sims 2 or in any Sims game really, and I've been challenging myself a lot more lately with building like off camera and stuff like that. I've been challenging myself to do nicer landscapes. However, with this one, it was a challenge at first, and then I kind of got carried away. I don't include a ton of it in the video, I don't think, but I do include some pictures. Sorry, that was my chair. That was my chair again, getting comfortable, which I should have done at the beginning of this before I started recording this. But yeah, so I really wanted to do a little beach home because that's like one of my favorite styles to build in. I love beach house, like the style. Like I love the white floorboards with like the blues and the reds and like that style, like the really kind of like clean but sandy wood I don't know how to explain it really. You know what I mean? Though if you know what beach style it is, beach style houses are, they're like that. I wanted to also try doing an A-frame kind of house. I know you could do them in The Sims 4, so I was like, oh, I might as well try it in The Sims 2, and I was actually able to do one, sort of, I guess. It's not a completely A-frame house. I did struggle a little bit trying to get the roofing done, as you guys can see me playing around here, but I did end up getting it done. I did like the a little box, and then I added the A-frame style, like the triangle style. Terrible probably is terrible terms. Probably there is proper terms out there, but I did that, and then I kind of played with the angles, and I added some like extra parts on the outside. I played around with it quite a bit, and until it was happy, and then I did like kind of how I wanted it, played around with the angle. I don't know. I really did enjoy making this house. It was a challenge, and that's what I liked about it, and trying to get everything to fit but look like be functional. And yeah, I don't know. I was rather impressed with myself, not gonna lie. And then the color scheme that I went with was like blue, white, reds, and a couple of different colors of blue. And then outside I gave it just like a lot of palm trees. I pictured this house kind of being on like a beach. It's not a beach lot, but like maybe being across the street from the beach. I did build it in one of my custom neighborhoods that I'm working. It's kind of like on the cliff overlooking the water. It's not ideally where I would put it, but I just built this. I picked my random neighborhood that I was building in, and just kind of went with it. I don't know. It was fun though. I did submit this for a challenge that is in one of the Sims 2 groups. I think it's over now. It was a tiny home challenge, and I didn't build it for this challenge. Like I built it beforehand, and then it was basically finished. I just had to do the outside, and I was like, oh, like this would be really kind of cool to showcase to people and show them that I showed them like some of my quote unquote skills for building, and it got a lot of praise. People really liked it. I don't think I won though. I know there's some really amazing tiny houses, and people liked and voted, and there was another one that was really well done too that I believe won it. I don't know if they've officially announced it, but the group had to vote for it. But if you guys are on Facebook and would like to join any Sims 2 groups, I will leave the link for that. I'll try to remember to leave the link for that group down below. A good friend of mine, Simmergetic, or Kyle, he runs that group with a lot of other awesome mods, and it's pretty exciting. It's pretty lively. People post in there a lot. So if you guys are interested, I will leave the link for that just in the description. I'll try to remember to at least. I don't know if this house is up for download yet, but I know that I will do that. I had a little bit of issue before about with Sims file share, but I believe that's resolved, unless for some reason they're going on another fixing of the server or whatnot. But yeah, the link for the download will be in the description below as well. So it's been a little bit since I have uploaded. I know I was like, oh, I'm back, guys, but life does get in the way, the quarantine, and then just other life stuff. I have been, I recently went back to work. Like last week was my first shift back to work. And that was, let's see, it is already halfway through. It's basically already through May. That blows my mind. I feel like it was just May, not even that long ago. It's really weird. But, anyways, I went back to work last week. I'm only going one day a week though, because our agency that I work for is trying to incorporate and still be safe and have us at work doing stuff, because as the work's just piling up, we need to check in on clients. I am a youth program coordinator, so I work with youth, and I also work with offenders in jail, but right now the jails are closed, so I can't go into the jails. So I have a lot of files that I have to go through, and I'm still kind of new, and I'm still kind of learning how to do things. So yeah, so that's kind of been, I've been doing that. I've also just kind of really been like going through some changes in my life that I won't really get into a lot of, but some changes. And I've also been like playing Elder Scrolls Online. Now, if you guys are just pure Sims players, this might kind of not interest you, but if you play other games, specifically if you like MMOs, I am quite addicted to Elder Scrolls Online. It's basically MMO with like, if you played Skyrim or Morrowind or Oblivion, any of those games, it's basically an online and set in like the past. So it's like before all of those games, I believe. And it's so good. I'm so addicted. And like, I don't normally talk to people while I'm playing MMOs. Well, I shouldn't say don't normally. It's been a bit since I've really even made friends in online video games because of some stuff that happened in the past. I've been like really like hesitant to like talk to people in online games. But I've recently started talking to my guild. I'm in this really awesome guild called Lore Seekers. If you guys play ESO and you're familiar with that guild or that community, you'll know they're absolutely effing amazing. They're a great big group of people, and they're awesome. They're so helpful. So I've been playing that a lot as well, and a new expansion / chapter is coming out tomorrow for it, which is the 26th of May, and I am so excited. And it's like to do with vampires and like Gothic, and it's set in Skyrim. It's a different part of Skyrim, and I'm just so excited for it. There's a new like system that they're bringing in, and then like vampires. And if you've been here for a while at all, you know I am absolutely in love with like vampires and Gothic things. I adore vampire lore. I'm not like the Twilight type of vampire lore, like the Anne Rice vampire lore, the Dracula. I love vampires. I just think they're amazing. So I'm so excited about I'm just so excited about the whole, like, that theme is coming out. Now, I ordered the collector's edition, but because of, like, the COVID thing going on, I didn't really get to, like, put down payments on, like, the physical collector's edition. It comes with, like, a statue and all that stuff. But, I pre-ordered the regular one, like, the digital one, and I'm just, like, gonna cancel my physical order, unfortunately. But I don't know, I'm excited to play it. I have to go to work tomorrow, and I'm, like, people have asked me to hang out, and I'm just like, no, this week is literally, like, hashed just for, like, gaming-related things. And people, like, some people understand, but others are like, you play that much games? And I'm like, bitch, you have no idea. I go hard in the paint. Well, I used to. I'm starting to again. But, yeah, so I am making the kitchen, and it was, like, this is my favorite part of the whole build, besides some of the landscaping. But this is my favorite part because I just had a lot of fun like incorporating those shelves and putting all the clutter on them. Those are OMSPs. I always forget which way it is, but I adore those things. They make it so much easier, and to like place clutter and stuff. I've been getting a lot of questions lately as to like what sheets I use to move things around. I've been getting a lot of questions lately about how to move items up and down on the walls, like pictures and stuff. I've been having getting a lot of questions about the what it is that I use to place the clutter, which again, OSMPs or OMSPs, I think it's OMSPs. But yeah, I've been getting a lot of questions about that. Now, if any of you guys who have asked those questions on any of my previous videos, I try my best to answer them. However, I do really want to make a video that's kind of based on that, like those questions that I've been getting. I want to make a video that like talks, like where I'm explaining and showing what it is that I do in game, like the cheats that I input in my cheat box, what I do, like how I how I arrange things, just like those kind of like, general, like a kind of a general building cheats that I use. I'm not sure what the title of the video will be called. I'm sure it'll think of something clever enough to put, but yeah, I do want to like do that for you guys because I have been getting a lot of questions about it, and a lot of the questions are repetitive from like just different people that are commenting. Now, it doesn't get annoying, it's just like I do answer them quite often. So what I want to do is basically refer to that video. I'll just put the link in of like all my building hacks, I guess you could say hacks, I don't know, something like that, and I'll just like, whenever somebody asks a question, I'll just link them to that video because there could be other like tricks and tips that people could learn something from. I've always just kind of been an organic builder. Like I'll write ideas down, but like I don't generally look, like it sounds weird saying this, like when I want to build something, I don't really look at pictures of stuff and copy it. Like I'll look at houses on, I follow quite a few houses stuff on like Tumblr and on Twitter, and even some on Facebook. I follow some pages, but like I don't take exact inspiration. I just kind of like, oh, I like that, and then when I'm building, I'll think of little things like I've seen in like magazines or again like on the internet. I don't copy it, stuff like that. I think I've only done that with one house that I built in The Sims 2, or no, The Sims 4, and I found it in The Sims, I don't know where I found it. I found a picture of it, and then later on I found that somebody had built that exact house in The Sims 2, and it was crazy. I was like, oh my god, like what are the chances of finding the same picture? But yeah, I don't really do that. I honestly am kind of organic when I build. I come up with an idea, and then as I'm building, I'm like, oh, that would look cool, or this would look cool. And another thing I do, you guys see a lot of, is me, before I press record on my my OBS, what I do is I take all these, I take all the items that I come across as I'm decorating certain rooms, and I decorate it, or I pull the items out, and I just put them aside. So that's why sometimes you guys, if you watch my videos, you'll see like all these random items around, and I just take them. So like when I want to use certain things, like little details, like CC, like decorative stuff, if I see it, I'm like, oh, that would look good in this room. When I get to it, I'll just be able to grab it instead of searching through it because I have a lot of CC. But yeah, I'm building the house, or the upstairs now. The upstairs is kind of all just one room. I don't show me building the bathrooms. Now that, I don't know if that's something you guys want to see me do, is include bathrooms. I don't even want to say I do generic bathrooms, because I try my best to make every bathroom in every house, whether there's like 2 or 3 bathrooms or just one, I do try to add character to the bathrooms. I don't know, a lot of people just do generic bathrooms where they throw like just a basic shower, wallpaper, flooring, shower, sink. They don't really pay attention. They don't really add a lot of decorations. I like to add decorations to my bathroom. I like to make them unique. It's just one of those things that I don't think people really care about, and I don't even, like, sometimes I don't even include pictures of them. If you guys do want to see me start doing my bathrooms again, or if including them now, let me know, because I will try my best to do that. It's like kind of the first thing I cut out of, though. I cut in when I'm editing, because I don't want the videos are like sometimes too long. So even when I'm doing small houses like this, sometimes they're too long, and I have to just like really cramp stuff together. But yeah, this bedroom's all kind of, the whole upstairs is like a whole bedroom. I wanted to make sure there's lots of windows, because if you're like living on the beach or on the lake, you would love to be able to see that right at the end of the day. Mind you, the glare would probably be really bad when the sun was going down, so like blinds would be very paramount. I do put curtains on the windows, but I would love that, like waking up in the morning just to an ocean view, like big windows in your bedroom to an ocean view, or like taking a really cozy like bubble bath in an AC place, mind you, if it's really hot, taking like a cozy bubble bath and just like watching the sun go down and windows, like that's like a dream situation for me right there. Like I would love it so much, facing the lake and like having like those blinds, those like is it sunproof blinds where you can literally close it with a button and the blinds just come down, so you're not going to be like blasted with sun in the morning. The room will be nice and dark, but you can, when like in the morning you like wake up and stretch, and then you could just like press the button and then the blinds will come up and just the sun and the lake. Okay, I'm rambling at this point, but I would love that. That's like a dream. That would be like a dream for me. Just like wake up on like, okay, I'll stop. Another dream for me would be going to an underwater resort. So like your sleeping quarters are under the water and it's all like windows and you could see the ocean, like in like ocean creatures. I love sea life. Like I love seawater. I love oceanography. One of my absolute dream jobs would be to be a marine biologist. I would love that so much. Although there's certain things that scare, like I don't like seaweed, as as weird as that is, and I used to swim a lot, and I don't really swim all that much anymore. But I am basically a licensed lifeguard though. Like I'm just like 1 or 2 courses away from being a lifeguard, and it's more of a medical reason why I stopped swimming so much. But yeah, I would love to be a marine biologist. And I don't like eating seafood, or I don't like sushi. I'm not really much of a fish eater or anything like that, but still I'm obsessed. I love sharks. Like my biggest biggest item on my bucket list that I really do want to complete one day, there's 2 of them to do with the ocean, is going on underwater glass or a glass bottom boat tour. I would love to do that and go in one of those cages with sharks, scuba diving type of situation where I would go in a cage with a shark, or be amazing to like freely swim with a shark. That would be so much fun. People think I'm crazy, but I'm like, no, like I love sharks. I love watching shark movies, although I hate how they paint sharks as villains all the time. I think sharks are absolutely beautiful. I would love to like actually feel one. I remember a couple years ago I went to an aquarium, and I went to an aquarium that's not in my city. It's like a couple hours away from where I live, and I was just in like awe of it, because there was like glass windows into like where the fish, and there was like sharks, and I got to touch a stingray, and there was jellyfish. I loved it. It was amazing. I love aquariums. I want to go to more and stuff like that. So yeah, that was a long tangent. But this is kind of like a good time, I think, to put this video out too, because it is coming into summer, and I just think that would be a really good time. Like I think I made this, I want to say like February, maybe March. I thought it would be like when there was still snow on the ground where I lived. But yeah, I thought like since it's summer, it's like summer in the western hemisphere, the western hemisphere, the western side of the world, the northern hemisphere, it is getting to be summertime, so it's actually beautiful. Like the sun is shining for once. We had snow at the beginning of May, so there's that. Like lots of snow that stayed for like a couple days. Perks of living in Canada. Oh, and this is where I do the outside. Yeah, so like I really wanted to put like plants and a lot of like fern and greenery, and a lot of the items, like I use a mix of custom content and regular items. That's one thing I will say. If you do download this lot, there is lots of CC in it. Sorry about that. If you want to see a build without CC, I am fully capable of doing it. And any other building suggestions, I am working on another kind of summery, campy type of build, and I'm really excited about. And again, it's another tiny home. I'm kind of liking to do the tiny homes. I don't know when it will be up though. As you can see, I'm kind of spotty with uploads. I do want to start streaming, not The Sims, but I do want to start streaming others. So mostly over on Twitch. I don't know if I'm ever going to get back to streaming Sims on my channel. I really am sorry, you guys. It would be very random, but I do have a community tab that I will let you guys know, like, hey, I'm going to stream. I don't know if it's ever going to become a thing again. I am very sorry about that, because I know how much you guys love it. If you did like this video, give it a thumbs up. Also, if you guys are on Twitter, take a peek at my Twitter. I am trying to get past a certain threshold. I could never get past a certain number of followers. So I think maybe I should start promoting it more. So go follow me on there. I do post personal stuff. I post gaming related stuff, funny stuff, cute shit, stuff like that. So yeah, I do have a Facebook page as well. All those links are in the description below. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button if you do want to see more of my content. Spotty sometimes, working on other things. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you're staying safe in this crazy world right now. And yeah, talk to you guys in my next video. Bye!